I hate to say this because I'm genuinely, usually when I see Nick Wright's face, it makes me happy because his ascent in sports media is uncommon, and I love that all the things and gifts are coming to him that sports have to offer, and sports media have to offer. But the reason I'm annoyed by him now and I don't like his face is, it's just because you come in with 14 straight Chiefs wins, and it's like your team is
Kansas City versus everybody.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
All right.
Oh,
Dwayne
shut
Johnson.
the F
Yes,
up.
yes.
Oh, my God. The Chiefs have so broken everyone's brain that now the post game, it's a Zapruder film of like, hey, mid-second quarter, they called a face mask instead of a hold, and those 5 yards would have changed it. Oh, they missed a false start. As if anyone believes, okay, give them the false start. Then guess what happens? Mahomes beats you. Everyone's such crybabies. They drafted Todd Blackledge in 1983. The next Chiefs quarterback, the next quarterback drafted by the Chiefs to win not a playoff game, one game, was Patrick Mahomes. And I got to listen to people. They went 40 years. I got to listen to people be like, oh, you're so lucky. Shut up. Shut up and eat it. You guys had Dan Marino for 20 years. Sorry you couldn't get it done. The Packers had Favre, Rodgers forever. Sorry 6 years of Mahomes is by any measure better than 30 years of Favre, Rodgers. You guys can all shut up. And this idea that they got lucky or the refs, oh, it's rigged. Shut up. Good to see you, Dan.
All right, 4 shut-ups, and you wonder why it is I'm not happy to see the obnoxious Chiefs fan now gets to win all the games, all the close games, all the third down passes he completes, all the fourth down passes he completes.
Yeah. Nick Wright, 2 first names.
Yeah, we already did this. Steve Martin was prop comic. It's how we introduced him.
Right.
But Nick,
I will say,
Mark.
I want to have the best tone possible, though, because it's been a couple of years where we've noticed this right tackle, and it's been explained to me by certain Chiefs fans that he's not actually doing something illegal, but it looks illegal, and it's not like end-of-game
He gets a
stuff.
jump on every play.
It's not end-of-game stuff. It's something like you can watch an entire football game. Like, what is happening there? I'm begging you.
He's a cheater.
I'm just begging you. Like, can you explain it to me? Like, why am I wrong? Why is it not illegal?
I'll tell you exactly what it is. He smartly said, hey, who's the best right tackle in the league? They said, Lane Johnson. Let me watch his film. And what you'll see is Lane Johnson, for every snap of his career, has done that exact same thing. And no one's ever cared about it because what are we talking about? Like, I can't believe, of all the things to discuss, we're talking about a potential false start. And I apologize, Dan, for telling you to shut up. But it was more the royal we. It was the royal you. And by you, I mean all the morons out there who are trying to ruin the NFL season by going with these anonymous Twitter accounts who figured out the way to get aggregated is to snapshot potential missed calls. It's a terrible way to watch sports. It's an awful, awful way to watch sports.
Okay, and another awful way to watch sports is you getting to win them. 14 straight weeks. Your team always wins. You've got the best quarterback.
Somebody be better.
You are obnoxious.
And somehow when Kadarius Toney lined up offside, we all saw it. He lined up offside, but it just wiped out an awesome play. Patrick Mahomes did more whining and crying than you accuse us of doing. And since then, he's had a very beneficial whistle. And there have been a lot of close calls at the end of games. It's true, though, but you're...
Like what? Dan, can I ask you a question,
the Cincinnati game was a little soft, but it's all right.
Hold on, Mike, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So here's a thing people like to do. They like to say, that was the right call, but it made me sad, so I'm going to whine about it. Was the Cincinnati call the right call or not?
At the end of the game? No, I don't think that was the right call this time, no. I think that you guys got lucky on that one.
Okay. Oh,
but that happens over the course of the season. You don't need to apologize for that. I'm just asking about like the right tackle, why I see it like all game. If I'm Mike, not informed on the rule.
Maybe from the luxury box, the next Dolphins game, you can pull up the YouTube stream of an Eagles game and watch Lane Johnson.
Okay,
and see if
there's two cheaters that I can fixate on two cheaters.
Again, I don't. There were a lot of things that I thought we'd talk about today. The minutiae of offensive line play and the kickstart.
I'm stunned by it. But
tackle.
It's your obnoxious face is the problem. The problem is the Chiefs are winning.
My face is not obnoxious. My face is crooked.
No, Nick,
there's a difference.
It's obnoxious.
I have a crooked face, which is why I'm in a weird spot, Dan. Yeah. As a bearded guy, hold on. As a bearded guy, you can empathize with this. If my beard gets perfectly done professionally, it looks crooked because my face is crooked. So what do I tell the barber? Like, hey, cut it crooked so it looks straight, or cut it straight and it'll look crooked. I'm in a weird spot.
It's
you
a terrible
luckily
dilemma. A terrible
have
dilemma.
a perfectly symmetrical cherubic round face.
Cherubic. Look,
And-
you told me to shut up, and now it's cherubic. Look, this boy's getting disrespectful. Look, I know no, wait a minute. 3 shut-ups
No, I
and a
don't-
cherubic?
hey,
3
hey, I'm
shut-ups
not
and a
gonna
cherubic.
I don't want to get not invited back. I don't want to get disrespectful. I listen to the oral history. I know we're not at a comedy club, but that can go left on people.
That's right.
So I'll be very careful. I'll be very careful.
Thank you.
Yes.
I am made happy, though.
I'm surprised Nick is not playing the game correctly because his team has won back-to-back Super Bowls in 14 straight games and has the best defense in the NFL.
This is the
just
part,
say scoreboard.
No, you know what?
Stop being so defensive, Nick.
Just say scoreboard. But
Yes.
here is where I will tell him, Nick Wright. I'm proud of him in a lot of different ways.
Thanks,
but
bud.
this part, he disrespects the honor of what he's supposed to be as an entertainer and / journalist and societal commenter when he goes to the Kansas City parade and he's on every float and he's hugging every player and he's the voice of Kansas City in a way that's totally compromised, like biased, not in any way objective. Can't even aspire to objectivity.
Proud of you.
Doesn't know how to find
Poppy
it.
was all on the floats. I was on a float.
That was my father. It was not me.
Hold on. Wait a second. Am I being lectured by Dan Le Batard about not showing a personal affinity on a national platform?
That's correct.
To your hometown team?
That's correct. While
Is that-
aspiring to objectivity.
Is that what's happening
That
here?
is what's happening right now.
Good point by Nick.
You embarrassed us by hugging the Kelseys, by being on all the floats. You have to have
He embarrassed you.
some level of decorum as someone who represents the media of Kansas City nationally.
Well, I mean, listen, I told you once upon a time, long time ago, that don't show that picture. God.
Great. No, it's so good, Nick.
That's a good picture.
Obnoxious face and all.
Can I tell you something right now?
That face is so
That's-
crooked.
That's my face is crooked
unfortunate
and my
shadow.
nose is casting a shadow on my teeth. This picture is better.
That's a better
This picture I'm okay with.
Right.
The other picture is really unfortunate. It's really not great. And I don't, God, dog.
Wow.
The last time I was on with you guys,
The guy in the background.
the guy in the background, it looks better than me. Tell you that much right now. If people are just listening and not watching, I'm seeing a cursor like create little boxes to try to zoom in. This is really,
Photobomb.
really highly unfortunate. I want the audience to know, okay? Here's my day today. I did What's Right with Nick Wright. It finished 10 minutes ago. In an hour, I go on with Colin. 2 hours after that, I do my show. Then I'm flying to Vegas to play in a poker game with Gronk and Helmuth and some other people. Very busy day.
I like your chances
Very
against
busy.
one of them.
Hold on.
Help me.
Just wait a second. Wait a second, please. Very busy day. Despite all that, when I got the text, hey, Le Batard would like to have you on Tuesday, I said, drop everything. Let's make it happen. What do they want to talk about? It is election day. The Chiefs play Monday Night Football. They're like, we'd love to have you on and talk about both. I said, okay, we'll cut the pod short. I'll get to work late because I haven't been invited back on this show in months. So I'm like, got to make it happen. We're now 10 minutes in. We've talked about Mike Ryan's fetish of the Jawaan Taylor's right foot and my misshapen face.
Yeah.
This is messed up. This is not what I signed up for here. I tweeted out just for you guys my electoral college map just to give you a nice little entry point if you want to talk that. And if you want to talk Chiefs, we could. Instead, we're talking about this poor fella who just happened to be at a Chiefs game, and now you guys are being mean to him, and you're being mean to me. This is, God, dog it.
Nick, how did it feel to be in a political cartoon and be the representation of Josh Allen haters?
I loved that. That was a true. So can I have a what do the kids call it? When you're being too genuine, like one of those moments. So growing up, my dad ran the Kansas City Firefighters Union for 30 years, and the Kansas City Star had a very anti-union cartoonist. And so around our house were 5 or 6 different originals of cartoons depicting my dad either as like a pseudo mob boss or the firefighters being jerks or whatever. That whenever one of those cartoons would show up in the paper, my dad would call the paper and buy the original, snap by it, and Frank put it around the house. And when this thing showed up in the Buffalo newspaper, and it doesn't say my name, but it's clearly me. You can tell from the hair, the nose, the beard, and let's be honest, even in cartoon form, the impeccable suit. It's clearly me. I hit the guy up, and I was like, you got to sell me the original. And he did. Credit to him. And so I loved it. I thought that was one of the dopest things ever. And I've actually been a Josh Allen guy this year. Because I've never been a Josh Allen hater. I've been a Josh Allen truth teller. And everyone's like, oh, Nick, you're a Chiefs guy. I'm like, I don't know. I've been more right about the Bills than I've been about the Chiefs. Some other people have been right about the Chiefs the last few years. No one's been as right about the Bills as me. And this year, I think they're good. I'm sure you guys thought the Dolphins were going to put it together this year with Tua. 30-yard arm.
Okay.